Hey there, it's Elizabeth and welcome back to another flip through. So this is my February Faux for 2019. I made it out of an altered composition book. This is just a plain composition book. Look how thick that is. That's just January, okay? Haven't even started February, which is back here, okay? Oh gosh. One of the reasons why I'm going to try to switch to my new Faux in March, because I altered this composition book and added a spine into it, and I will put the link below. I do not have a tutorial up yet. I hope to do that very soon, but I do have a video showing kind of the idea of the whole thing. So check that out if you want to. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? All right, so here's the inside of my book. This is just a magazine cover or a magazine photo, of snowy branches and trees, which we don't get because I live in Florida. So here are Brooke's from Recreations by Brooke, her date stickers. Love them. Check them out on her Etsy store. Yes, they are lovely and I love using them. Okay, so I'm going to have to try to remember what went on because, it's February now. See, here are Brooke's date stamps and day stamps. I love them. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, I do something called a Faux. It's basically a creative journal that I journal in, not on a daily basis, but it has daily entries. So let's get started. And I'm doing it more in a junk journal fashion, so I'm having so much fun with it, using up bits. It's just been a blast to use. So this background paper here is from an Edith Holden book. I can only hope that I find one of these in my travels one day because I love it. I actually got this from, let's see, a swap that I did on Junk Journal Connections of a faux flow journal. So that was super fun. And then this was also one of the tags that was in the faux flows. So I used that for my journaling. And this is a sweet little ATC card that a dear friend of mine from the Faux group made a while ago. And I love it. So I used it here. Yeah, this talks about Sunshine having to work night shift. We were actually down in the South House, my husband and I. This is also from the Flow journal that I received, and it is like a vintage playing card that I just used as a tuck spot. Love it. I think it came out so cute. And then I made this into a pocket. Let's see what's in here. Okay, this is actually like a vintage flashcard, and it says party hat on it. And so what this talks about is this being my 5-year anniversary for the Faux. Yes, this is my 5th year doing this and I love it so much. Yes, and I'm so looking forward to year number 5. And also it's my 5th year anniversary for being in the Faux Journalers group. Love that group. I will of course put the links below. All the links, whatever I mention. Yes, happy 5th Faux-versary to me. And then this is a card that I received in Happy Mail, and I loved it because of all the yarn and the crochet hook. And I don't know, I'm not sure if this person made the card and photocopied this beautiful picture onto it. I'm not sure, but I love it, and it's beautiful. And a great idea. I might do something like that myself because these would make really great cards like whenever I'm journaling or whenever I'm crocheting, which is like every day. So I'd have to make a lot of them. But anyhow, so let's see what this talks about. Yeah, we were just being lazy down in the South House. Okay, yeah, we were just watching HGTV, and I had completed 12 more granny squares ready to be joined to my mammoth blanket. Yeah, so that's what that talks about. And then here, we actually went out looking for boats. We're just looking, trust me, we're just looking, because we have not even gotten our dock fixed yet from the collapse last February, so yeah. So this is just a piece of tone tan paper that I have in a journal that I'm supposed to be drawing girls' faces in. And I had it with me, so I just tore it up and used it as a tag. Made this tag out of some matte paper that I had, and yeah. And so another lazy day. We picked up some Chinese. And we watched Bird Box. I liked it. I liked that movie. If you like the Walking Dead type of apocalyptic kind of movies, then it's right up your alley. So there's that. Made a pocket out of the tone tan paper. Found a picture in a magazine of the Titanic because we went out, just looking at boats. This day, I didn't have much to say. So little tip for you. When you don't have much to say, slap a huge picture on and call it macaroni, okay? So this day we were wishing we were fishing. We'll get back to that one day soon, I'm sure of it. Now, on this day here, my daughter, again, we were down in the South house, my husband and I, but my kids were still at home. They were working and all that jazz. So my daughter had texted me. They had moved classrooms over the break, and she wanted me to do some more lettering for her classroom. So my husband took me to the store. I got some very brightly colored poster board and some nice new Sharpie markers and did some lettering for her. She works in a small Christian school, so it is a verse from John 16:32. Now, this page here, what I did, the background of it is just Dilutions paint scraped on with a credit card, right? And then this right here, okay, this right here, there's a lot of stuff going on this page. So this right here is actually, let me show you real fast, if I can, okay, is actually from a Molly and Rex journal book, okay? I used to covet these, and I still do, kind of, but I had so many that I needed to do something with them. If you'll notice in the center, the signatures are cut, they're cut now. The signatures are sewn in. So when you pop those strings out, the whole page comes out in one go, and that's what I used for this. So on the right side of the paper, I just glued it on the three sides here to make another little pocket for items, right? And then I found some faith-based stickers at, what was it? Family Dollar, maybe? Yeah, Family Dollar. And I've actually seen these in Hobby Lobby, and they're not cheap, but they were like $1. So I picked those up, and this just talks about, how we had a total lazy day. But I like how this page turned out. And then today's prayer, these are some little cards that I found. I'm not really sure where, probably at Bell's maybe, and I like them. So I put that in there. And then Life's Better with a Cleaning Service. Yeah, we went ahead and finally broke down and hired a cleaning lady who is actually our neighbor down south to give the bungalow a good cleaning. So there's that. This day here, the background here is napkin glued on. This is from Happy Mail. This is just a conglomeration of a lot of stuff on my desk. And I had gone to In Touch Ministries. I'll put the link below if you want it. In Touch Ministries gives for free a monthly devotional. So I went ahead and put my order in for one, so to speak, and used the envelope as a little tuck spot, right? Or as a pocket. So there's that. And then, oh yes, okay, I remember this weekend here. Maybe we were back home. Yes, we were back home. So my beauty queen and her boyfriend, they took the new couch. If you've seen my videos and ramble sessions in the past, you know about the new couch. So we gifted it to our daughter to use in her classroom. And this just talks about, alternate seating and how I think it's important to allow kids alternate seating when learning. Every kid learns differently. So that was that. And then this is a picture of a Christmas tree on a boat. I should have put like SEA, see ya. Yeah. Because when we got home and after I went to the school to help my daughter, yes, her boyfriend took us out to lunch at Row of Palms. So that was really sweet. And then I came home and de-Christmased the whole house. Yeah. So that's that. Saying bye-bye to the Christmas tree till next year. And then this talks about the In Touch devotional that I ordered for free online. And this is the cover of it. This they sent me in October 2018, but I will start in the future to receive the current ones. And I got this, actually, the link for this, because I do have the In Touch app on my phone. You can get the In Touch app for free on your phone, but I like having tangible books. And I had been watching Pam22Pam on YouTube. I will put her link below. She is so adorable, so check her out. She has like a faith-based, she does journaling and lifestyle videos and things like that, and yeah, she's a cutie, so check her out. That's where I got the link to the In Touch devotionals. And then this here, let's see, it's talking about ornaments. So I made a gigantic pocket out of a magazine. And then this was the day that I was doing my little ice skates. This is a paper clip. They're super cute. I still have a bunch I need to do. And then this is just a large tag I made out of Christmas paper. Yeah, it was chilly. It was only 58, so that's not quite as chilly as it has gotten, but it was pretty cloudy out. So yeah, let's see, what day is this? Sunday. So regular stuff, you know. My husband went out grocery shopping. I clean the silverware and utensil drawers. Fun. Yeah, I don't know how they get so disgusting. I don't get it. It's in a drawer. Oh, I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so that's what we did. Just, you know, the rest of the day, lounged around, spending time with one another, hanging out. So that was that day. This was a Monday. This again is, well, the background here is a piece of, what's it called? Like a daily diary that my husband gave me. He had gotten it at work, but he didn't need it anymore. So he asked me if I could use it, and well, of course I can use it. This is some pom-pom trim that I got from my Faux swap. These are just happy planner stickers. Of course, Brooks beautiful stickers, prayer card here, washi tape. This is a vintage card again that I made a tuck spot into to put my journaling. This paper that I did my journaling on, I dyed. It's just paper from a journal that I deconstructed. That was white, and then I take food coloring and dye it. And some people have asked me how I go about doing that. It's the same exact process as coffee or tea staining your paper. You just put water in a pan that's big enough to hold the paper. You squirt in some food coloring. It actually takes quite a bit of food coloring. And then you put your papers in it, right? And then when you're done, you know, when they're done soaking, you take them out, you put them on a cooling rack inside of a sheet pan. I put it in the oven at 250. I keep a very close eye on it until they dry. And then I do go the extra step and iron my papers. I like them to be flat. So let's see. Yeah, so today was Monday. It was the first day back to our like regular scheduled programming, so to speak. And yeah, this was supposed to be the beginning of my new year, and it didn't happen as I had planned it. My alarm went off at 6 a.m. and my brain said, oh, heck no. Yeah, so that was that. So many projects to work on. Worked in my Phobo. Yeah, my Fobonichi is always my first priority as far as craft related things. So there was that. This right here is a sweet little, what's it called? Like I don't know what it's called. It's a divider in a planner that a dear friend sent me, and so I'm using the pages in my Fobonichi. And then this was a Tuesday. The background, I think, is just, oh, the background is actually a colored divider. Yeah. The rest of it is bits from my desk, right? Here's my son in his firefighting outfit, and there were some questions on the group. No, my son is not a firefighter, but his job requires him to have firefighting training. So he was doing that. And this is just a piece of notepad paper with my food coloring dyed paper on the back, inked up, and regular old day. Yep, went for a walk, caught up on some Fibonacci pages, did laundry, grilled chicken for dinner, yada, yada, yada. And of course I crocheted because I crochet most every day. So that was that. This right here, I must have been working on something Christmassy, I'm sure of it. What I did here, and you've seen this before, is I took one of my little golden books and I photocopied the page, but I enlarged it on my printer to probably 125% possibly. And then I cut it down to size to fit my page, and then I just make it into a little pocket by gluing it on the 3 sides. Same thing here. I photocopied a picture from the book, and let's see why I was doing Christmas stuff in January. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, that's why. Because I began finishing up the Little Golden Book Christmas card journal book, I decided to film it. Oh, okay. All right, yeah, so that's why I put Christmas in here. And what I'm talking about in that is this book right here. Okay, so I took a Little Golden Book and I put 2 signatures in it using up some Christmas scrapbook paper. And then on the inside of this holds all of the Christmas cards that I received over the season. And it's just a nice way to put all your cards together in one book in a nice, neat way. I like to save my cards. Some people like to recycle them. I like to save them. So that's what I did. I will link the video below that shows you what I did with that. Okay, so apparently I woke feeling angry this day. You guys have seen this. This is a beautiful painting that Brooke did on a live one night from Recreations by Brooke. So and then she offered it on her Facebook page as a freebie. So I went ahead and printed it out and used it as a tuck spot in my book. This is my angry paper. I've explained how I do it. I just start writing from the top down, turn the book around, write from the bottom up, then turn the book this way and write going across this way, then turn it the other way, write going this way, and it turns into a big happy mess, right? So I turn my negative feelings into something that I think is beautiful. This is from a book called Peeved. Let me see if I can get it right here. It's so funny. My Pet Peeves. Let me see. I probably got it. Yeah, I probably got it at Bell's. It's got so many funny things in it. So this says, I go from exasperation to a state of collapse, then I recover and go from frustration to fury so that my average state is one of being annoyed. Yeah, that's me to a T. So, I don't know why I was angry. Oh, I was having upcoming surgery. Okay, yeah, I was having just a little bit of surgery. I had, a little skin cancer thingy. It wasn't skin cancer. It was like pre-cancerous, one here and one on my back. So I was having, let's see, was this a Thursday? Yes, it was a Thursday. So this was actually the day of my surgery. And then my dad and his wife were coming for a visit. So I was just like anxious about everything that day. Whatever. But then yippee, right? Silver lining. So Big Handsome called to let me know that the Mayo had called him at this point, and had set up an appointment for January 22nd. Yeah. So we were glad for that and looking forward to that appointment at this time. And then this day here, this is just a collage that I turned into a pocket, right? Here's the little tag. And this I found in an old book. I'm really not sure what it is. Obviously, it's hands. So, and I posted it because I had stitches in my hand. It was the day after my surgery and my hand was on fire. Yeah. And here's another little book page from My Pet Peeves book, A Grouch Escapes So Many Little Annoyances That It Almost Pays to Be One. Yeah, I was a bit grouchy that day. Then this comes from a children's book, so I just put some graph paper, I glued some graph paper onto it, and then I sewed a zigzag stitch around it and talked about how much my hand was hurting. But I had to get the house cleaned. Yeah, so I couldn't just like lay in bed and whine and cry about my stitches. I slapped on a rubber glove and got to work. And that's just how it goes. It's what you got to do. So did that. Then this day here was a little bit more of an artsy page. I think I'll end on this page here. This is more of like an art journaling kind of page. I took one of my jelly prints, and I actually got this idea from Debbie on Debbie's Journals. Love her channel. I will leave her link below. So she had used her jelly print and it just looked so pretty. So I decided to dig through mine and use one of mine. Then I found a quote from somewhere and I did the lettering in white Posca and then outlined it in black Posca. And this is from a Stampington magazine. I do not generally cut up my Stampington magazines. I photocopy them. And if you're wondering about copyright issues, I have contacted Stampington magazine. As long as you purchase the magazine, you can photocopy it to use for personal use, which is what I do. Now, you cannot photocopy it and send it to somebody, but you can certainly photocopy it and use it in your own journal. And then on this is my smush paper. And I think I already explained to you how I do my smush paper. If I didn't, I think maybe I did it in a ramble session, something. Anyway, quick demo. Well, not demo, explanation. I take a sheet protector, a piece of plastic. Then I use water-based markers, right? Okay. These, any kind will do. It doesn't matter. You scribble the color on there. You take a spritzer, right? Spritzer. You spritz it with water. You take whatever, in this case, a tag. Once the ink is on there and the water is on there, you just flip it over and you smush it down. Hence the term smush paper. That's how that's done. And it makes a beautiful, beautiful, colorful page. So yeah, that's how I did my journaling this day. Let's see. Okay. Oh, let's see. Saturday. So this is the day my dad and his wife were coming for a visit just for the day, right? So my dad texted me at 8:15 in the morning. Is he insane? Yeah, to say that he was on his way. He and his wife were on their way. So of course we had a mad dash to clean the rest of the house. And we ended up having a really fabulous visit, and it was really nice to get to know my husband's wife better, and because we don't live in the same area, you know. Yeah, Big Handsome wasn't feeling all that great. He slept a lot during the visit, but that's okay. He did make us a very yummy lunch, and then even went out and got us some Cuban food for dinners. He's such a sweetheart. Yeah, and then my dad and his wife left shortly after because they wanted to get back to the hotel before it got dark. So that was that. And then I made this little girl into just a tuck spot, right? So there's that. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I love journaling in this way, because you can make your pages any way you want to. You can do art journaling. You can just simply write on the actual page itself. You can slap a bunch of crap on it. You can do whatever you want. So I hope y'all are having fun in your journals, if you're doing journals, and I will thank you for sharing your time with me, and I hope you have a great day and a great rest of your week, and I'll talk at y'all soon. Bye.